Imagine a world where anyone can build an AI as powerful as ChatGPT, Midjourney, or Google's Bard without paying big tech a single dime. Sounds liberating, right? But here's the twist. The tech giants are quietly terrified of this. Why? Because open source AI threatens the monopoly, profit margins, and control over the digital world that Google, Microsoft, Meta, and Apple have spent decades constructing. Big tech versus open source AI, the hidden battle. In this video, we'll uncover exactly why big tech fears open source AI, the power it gives individuals, and how it could reshape the future of technology forever. Big tech has dominated the AI revolution for years. Google, Microsoft, Apple, and Meta are not just technology companies, they are gatekeepers of data, platforms, and innovation. They have massive datasets, enormous computing power, and research teams that cost billions to maintain. Every new AI development is carefully monetized, patented, or integrated into proprietary platforms. But open source AI changes the rules entirely. It's transparent, community-driven, and free to access. Developers can modify code, share innovations, and deploy AI tools independently, bypassing the restrictions, subscriptions, or ecosystems that big tech controls. This is why corporations are worried. Open source AI doesn't just innovate, it democratizes power. In this video, we will explore why big tech sees open source AI as a threat, how open source AI disrupts control over data and innovation, the potential social, financial, and ethical consequences of this shift, the threat that big tech can't ignore. Big tech has spent decades building a tightly controlled digital empire, and AI is now the backbone of that empire. Google, Microsoft, Apple, and Meta rely on AI not just for innovation, but for maintaining control over massive advertising networks, cloud computing infrastructure, and user engagement. AI drives search algorithms, powers recommendation engines, and optimizes ad targeting, giving these companies unprecedented influence over the flow of information. Every AI innovation is monetized carefully, every new model released with a combination of strategic secrecy and marketing. This control allows corporations to dictate the pace of innovation and keep competitors, small startups, and independent developers dependent on their platforms. Open source AI threatens this model because it gives anyone the ability to build, modify, and deploy AI without corporate oversight. Suddenly, the exclusive control big tech relies on is at risk, and their carefully constructed monopolies face disruption. Open source AI threatens corporate control. The threat to profit is perhaps the most tangible fear for these companies. Many of the world's largest tech corporations derive billions in revenue from subscription models, enterprise solutions, cloud services, and AI-powered advertising. Open source AI offers free or low-cost alternatives that can replicate or surpass the capabilities of proprietary models. A small developer, a university, or even a hobbyist could release an AI tool that competes with subscription-based services, bypassing revenue streams entirely. Decentralized innovation means big tech can no longer guarantee exclusivity over advanced AI features, and competition emerges not from other corporations, but from global communities of independent developers. This fundamentally challenges the financial foundation on which these companies have built their dominance. Big tech now faces an army of independent innovators capable of disrupting their billion-dollar models. Open source AI levels the playing field in ways previously unimaginable. Traditionally, creating cutting-edge AI required enormous datasets, vast computational resources, and specialized teams of experts. Open source AI removes these barriers. Developers worldwide contribute code, share datasets, and collaborate on improvements, allowing models to evolve faster than traditional corporate cycles. Accessibility is now global. Anyone with a capable computer can experiment, innovate, and deploy sophisticated AI systems. Rapid iteration becomes possible because the community isn't constrained by corporate roadmaps or profit-driven release schedules. The result is a democratization of AI development that directly undermines big tech's exclusive advantage. Another key factor is data control. AI thrives on information, and big tech's dominance largely stems from exclusive access to massive datasets. Every search query, social media interaction, and cloud-stored document is part of a proprietary dataset that fuels corporate AI models. Open source AI disrupts this by allowing independent developers to collect diverse public datasets or fine-tune existing open models. This reduces dependency on proprietary infrastructure and allows the creation of highly specialized AI tools without relying on Google, Microsoft, or Meta. Essentially, power over data, once a core pillar of corporate dominance, can now be distributed to the community, giving individuals and small teams capabilities previously reserved for tech giants. Data power shifts to the people. Big tech also invokes ethics and regulation as a reason for controlling AI. They argue that only corporations have the responsibility and resources to ensure safety, prevent bias, and regulate content. While partially true, open source AI can also implement ethical frameworks collaboratively and transparently. Community-driven AI projects allow oversight to be public rather than hidden behind corporate secrecy. Moreover, decentralized AI development is difficult to completely regulate, which means ethical responsibility becomes a shared global effort. Open source AI challenges the narrative that only centralized entities can safely manage artificial intelligence, presenting an alternative model where safety, transparency, and innovation coexist. Could community-driven AI be safer and more accountable than corporate-controlled AI? The fear of losing market dominance is another strategic concern for big tech. Control over AI standards, models, and infrastructure has long determined who shapes the future of digital innovation. Open source AI allows developers to define their own benchmarks, standards, and use cases outside corporate influence. Companies adopting these open models can sidestep proprietary ecosystems, further eroding the market power of established corporations. Innovation can emerge in unpredictable ways, threatening big tech's ability to dictate how AI is used, deployed, or commercialized. This is more than a financial threat. It is a challenge to the very influence these companies wield over technology and society. Open source AI threatens tech monopolies. Examples of open source AI illustrate just how disruptive this movement has become. Stable Diffusion has revolutionized image generation, rivaling proprietary tools like DALL-E while being freely accessible and modifiable by anyone. Meta's release of Llama demonstrates that even corporations are experimenting with community-focused models. Hugging Face provides a platform for developers to share, modify, and deploy NLP models without corporate restrictions. These tools showcase the speed and creativity that open-source communities can bring, often outpacing traditional corporate models in both innovation and accessibility. The fear big tech experiences is rooted in the possibility that the next major AI breakthrough could come from a small team or even a single developer, not a billion-dollar corporation. The democratization of AI represents a profound paradigm shift. Tools that were once accessible only to elite organizations are now available globally, enabling innovation in languages, industries, and creative sectors where big tech may not focus. It places AI directly in the hands of individuals, researchers, and startups, allowing communities to experiment, customize, and deploy AI according to their priorities. The centralization of power and knowledge, the foundation of corporate control, is being challenged, creating a more equitable and open technological landscape. AI for everyone, not just big tech. Despite these advantages, big tech highlights potential risks associated with open source AI. Misinformation, deepfakes, cybersecurity threats, and bias are real concerns. But these risks exist in proprietary AI as well, often hidden behind closed doors. Open source AI allows for transparent identification and mitigation of these risks, with the added benefit of community review and accountability. In many ways, open source development creates a system where errors and misuse can be spotted, addressed, and corrected faster than in proprietary, opaque models. In response, big tech has adopted multiple strategies to maintain influence. Strategic partnerships like Microsoft's investment in OpenAI allow corporations to maintain partial control over powerful models. Controlled open releases, such as limited access datasets and APIs, attempt to balance innovation with corporate oversight. Proprietary platforms like Azure, AWS, and Google Cloud reinforce ecosystems that encourage dependency, ensuring that even as open source AI grows, corporate infrastructure remains essential for deployment at scale. Nevertheless, the pace of community-driven development continues to accelerate, challenging the traditional model of slow, proprietary innovation. Ultimately, the rise of open source AI signals a shift in the balance of power. Innovation is no longer confined to corporate labs. It is now distributed globally, powered by communities of developers, researchers, and enthusiasts. Small teams can compete with billion-dollar corporations, and individuals now have access to tools that can transform industries, education, and creative work. Open source AI represents a future where collaboration, transparency, and shared knowledge dictate technological advancement, forcing big tech to rethink its strategies and priorities. The fear big tech experiences is not just about profits or data control, it also stems from a loss of influence over the narrative of AI itself. Corporations have long dictated how AI is discussed, marketed, and understood. Proprietary models are tightly controlled, with features, limitations, and even ethical boundaries, often communicated selectively. Open-source AI disrupts this narrative by allowing the community to set the rules, debate ethical boundaries openly, and highlight potential flaws. Suddenly, AI is no longer framed solely through the lens of corporate agendas. The public developers and independent researchers become co-authors of the AI story. Another layer of concern is innovation speed. Large corporations, despite their resources, are constrained by internal processes, shareholder expectations, and risk aversion. Open-source AI, in contrast, can iterate at lightning speed. Developers across continents can test, tweak, and release improvements in weeks, often outpacing multi-billion-dollar corporate projects. This decentralized innovation model means that breakthroughs in AI could emerge from unexpected places, making it harder for big tech to maintain dominance. Finally, open-source AI challenges the traditional ecosystem lock-in that companies rely on. Previously, users, developers, and businesses were funneled into corporate platforms, subscriptions, and proprietary tools. With open-source AI, users gain freedom to choose platforms, modify code, and innovate independently. This erodes not just revenue, but also the very control big tech has over digital infrastructure, making the shift potentially revolutionary for the entire tech landscape. Open-source AI, speed, freedom, and control shift. Could small teams disrupt tech giants faster than anyone imagined? Big tech fears open-source AI because it threatens profit, control, and influence. Open-source AI democratizes innovation, shifts power to individuals, and challenges corporate monopolies. Open-source AI, power to the people. For developers, researchers, and innovators, this is an unprecedented opportunity. For big tech, it's a wake-up call. The AI revolution is no longer exclusive. The question is, who will shape the future? Corporations that guard their secrets, or communities that share knowledge freely? Open-source AI could redefine the next decade of technology, and the stakes are higher than you think. Innovation is no longer reserved for big tech.